this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Kent State's offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man. Right.
Starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great...
He's going to take a shot right away. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Higgins. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Timeout, Oregon.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Higgins. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete on the right side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. give to the running back from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about Kent State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Higgins. Fires left. Got him downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Keeps it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing with a first down.
Next, going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's long. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Hand off from the shotgun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
Ready.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Higgins. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. The Ducks are rolling down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kent State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Higgins. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
Holding.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The give on the option. Makes his man miss. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Golden Flashes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Dropping back, it's Higgins. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Motion from the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Maddox. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Golden Flashes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Keeps it on the draw. Breaks into the open.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. They'll run for it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Higgins. Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Military stun.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Golden Flashes will hustle to the line. To throw, it's long. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Acho. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Looking to pass, it's Higgins. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. They want to throw it. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
It'll be 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch near the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's long. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. There he goes! They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. And
the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. To the air. It's Higgins. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Acho. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Higgins. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the golden flashes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about... 34-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's moving out of the pocket. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty.
Okay.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty.
Cobra.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, Liddell, move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And the Golden Flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's fumbled. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's whirling. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kent State.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Ducks are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying play action. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Pulls it in. It's Maddox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The golden flashes in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense is...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. He'll try the left side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Dropping back, it's Higgins. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Oh, he got loose. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, golden flashes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Armour. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just